Hi everybody, it's me Lillian Suarez, and I'm excited to make this video on exercises for your clairsentience. If you're interested in understanding what clairsentience is a little bit more, there's a previous video that I made, and it is understanding your clairsentience. So I wanted to talk a little bit about different things that you can do to strengthen this clair. So you'll hear a lot in spiritual development or psychic development the word clairs. And clairs is simply clear feeling, hearing, seeing, knowing. All right, clear feeling, hearing, seeing, and knowing. These are the faculties in which we are able to receive energetic impressions and allow those to push forward through us and be interpreted. So whether you are reading psychically or you're reading mediumistically, you're using these faculties: clear feeling, clear hearing, clear seeing, and clear knowing. And so these energetic impressions exist and have life. And so when our spirit as readers or healers blends with the spirit world and those on the other side of life, and in the space of spirit and where all spirit resides, we intend to connect for a person that is living, and that would be considered psychic. We intend to connect for a person that is living, and that is considered psychic. And we're feeling, hearing, seeing, knowing that we want to say, or we're connecting as we blend spirit to spirit with spirit that is on the other side of life, which is our loved ones. So different things that you can do, I'm going to cover today to strengthen that. First, I would like to begin by stating that it's like a muscle. So it's like everything else. If you want to strengthen it, you have to work it out to strengthen it and allow it to be natural for you. So, let's begin by talking about the fact that clairsentience is associated with a chakra, and that would be the solar plexus chakra that resides right here. Right? We have many chakras, but we have 7 main chakras. Okay, and so our solar plexus is where it's connected to our nervous system. Our solar plexus is associated with the color yellow, and the frequency in which it vibrates is 528 hertz. Okay, and of course it would be 520 hertz because it's change, it's unconditional love. It's how our DNA starts to move, and the filaments that are needing to be released and let go kind of get broken down energetically, because energy cannot be changed. It cannot be dissolved. It has to be changed, transmuted. So if you're interested in feeling more, which to be honest with you guys, a lot of people, we all feel. That's our intuition comes in through our solar plexus. That's how we know, I got the feeling all of a sudden that I wanted to do that, or wanted to say that, or I wanted to turn right instead of left. Your intuition comes in off of here, and of course it's because your nervous system is right there, which is why sometimes a lot of clients say, I'm so nervous, oh my god, I feel like I want to run, I'm so nervous. And that's because they're feeling energy coming in through here, and they're not understanding what it is. And because it's connected to your nervous system, right, you start to interpret that as, oh my god, is this something wrong? Should I not do this? Am I doing the wrong thing? So on and so forth. But one of the things that you can do is listen to the frequency in which this clair vibrates, which is 528 hertz. So the chakra that's associated with this clair, which is clear feeling, is your solar plexus. Again, I stated earlier that it was 528 hertz. So you can go on YouTube and you can play 528 hertz and listen to it 15 minutes a day. And I find that it heals this center as well as elevates it in frequency. So you can listen to the hertz, and you can go a step further and attune your water. So you can play the hertz, and then as you play the hertz, you can place the water bottle next to the speaker or on top of the speaker if you have a little Bluetooth speaker. And after 15 minutes, the water takes on the memory of that frequency. And when it takes on the memory of that frequency and you drink it, I find that there's changes that take place. Some people release trapped emotions within that area, because every chakra is associated with organs in your body. So those organs that are associated with those chakras is where those trapped emotions reside. So, and again, this is Lillian's philosophy. Everybody has their own view and their own opinion. This is mine, and I've been doing frequency therapy on myself and my students, and I feel that I love it and it's very, very effective. But when you drink it, it just kind of, that frequency echoes into, obviously, the fluids in your body and echoes out into our energetic body. And there's a change that starts to happen, and you start to find that balance and that power. Because again, the solar plexus is where our nervous system is, but it's where our power and our will resides as well. And it's where the exchange happens in this main chakra here when you're reading psychically, or you're reading mediumistically, or you're doing any sort of healing. So we talked about listening to the hertz. We talked about attuning the water to the hertz. Now that's frequency therapy. Let's talk about aromatherapy. You can diffuse the oils associated with this chakra, and you can do it daily for 7 days. You could do it daily for 21 days. I do what I call, and I also recommend this to my students, the solar plexus prescription. And that's where you eat, live, and breathe the solar plexus for 7 days straight. So one day you would diffuse oil, the next day you would drink the hertz water, so on and so forth. For 7 days you would do something different. Or even if you did the same thing, said the affirmation and drank the water, that would suffice for 7 days straight, focusing on that particular center. So you can listen to the hertz, you can drink the hertz water, you can wear the colors, all right? So you can wear the color yellow, all right? And that brings the frequency and vibration. You can diffuse the oils. I love lemongrass. I love lemon eucalyptus. I love just lemon. Sometimes I mix that lemon and tangerine together. Hi, everyone. So you can mix those and diffuse them. So that's considered aromatherapy. So we've talked about frequency therapy, we've talked about aromatherapy, we've talked about color therapy. Okay, there's also affirmations that you can say. Now, one that's very, very simple is, I am profoundly clairsentience. Every single day, I am profoundly clairsentience. And you would say this for 21 days straight, because after 21 days the subconscious mind starts to get it, and it starts to program itself to be in the state of that frequency and vibration of your statement. The affirmation becomes true for you, and that is very, very effective. Other things that you could do is light the incense. So they sell solar plexus incense. That is obviously in the category of aromatherapy. You can also take herbal baths. So you can, if you have not joined my chakra prescription group on Facebook, find it and join. When you go under the files, you'll see that there's files for everything. How to make smoothies, the herbal baths that are associated with each chakra, the foods. You can eat the foods. You can do a herbal bath where you boil the herbs and then you strain it and pour that water after it cools from your neck down. You can drink the teas. Okay, you can do so many things, and it's a lot of fun. It's so much fun when you're doing it, and again, it's very, very effective. You, to exercise, can say to someone, hey, can I tap in and just trust what you get and give what you trust, and take a nice deep breath after you get their permission, and breathe in that white light into your heart center. And then sit in there and wait for an energy shift. Whether you feel emotions or you feel warmth or coolness, just wait for whatever energy shift starts to happen. And on the exhale, take that feeling or whatever you're getting and expand it outward, above you, below you, and all the way around you. And what that does is it brings you into your spirit body. All right? And when it brings you into your spirit body, and the power of that resides in the etheric field, and the building of that, you begin to receive feelings that you didn't feel before, because now that you intended, that you're opening up and you're getting the feelings for the person you got permission to tap into, though you're going to receive the impressions of their emotions, okay, of their thoughts. This is your emotional center, but in any given moment that you're reading, you're just feeling that energy shift here. So try it, and then give what you're getting. Tap in for a minute, and then just give what you're getting. And the more that you do that, the more you become familiar with what's yours and what's not yours. A lot of people that are highly sensitive are always picking up on everybody else's emotions, and it can be very disruptive to your life, because you're thinking, why am I thinking that? Why did I do that? That's not something I would do. That's out of my character, so on and so forth. And that's because your auric field is open. So when I said to you, breathe in and then push out that light above you, below you, and all the way around you, you expanded your awareness. You expanded your light, your spirit. And if that's wide open, you're going to receive everybody's thoughts, emotions, and things of their environment. So, one thing that you can do if you're finding that you have anxiety and you're not developing, or you're not understanding how to develop, is make sure you're responsible with your auric field and that you're pulling your aura in. So just like I said, breathe in the white light and then push it out and expand it further. If you don't want to feel, if you're trying to have a human experience and not a spiritual experience, and experiment or read, you can take a nice deep breath in, visualizing that white light coming into your heart center. And then on the exhale, pushing that white light out, but only 1 inch around your body. Only 1 inch around the body. And do that multiple times until you feel grounded and you feel more in your body, more in the space that you're in. For everybody is different, so I can't tell you how many times you should do it, because people require different amount of times of really grounding and bringing that in than others. It just depends where you're at with your development, or where you're at with your understanding of the spiritual realm, right? Yeah, absolutely, Cynthia. She has, if you're detached from your own thoughts, and especially when you are highly sensitive and you come into a room with a lot of people, it can be very intimidating, and you can just kind of be detached from yourself, which is not good. Paul Jacobs, and I give him credit for this, one time he was talking to my son, because my son's very spiritual, and he said, when you're feeling a lot, do this. So kind of put your thumbs and, put your other fingers over it, and you instantly feel that you're not receiving anymore. It's pretty amazing. And I'm assuming that it has to do, obviously, with your meridians and how you receive information. So if you're somebody that is receiving too much here in your solar plexus and your feeling and your senses, you can do that, and that helps. All right? Pulling in your aura helps as well. All right, so if you're intending to feel, that's wonderful. But if you're not, you have to have this human experience to stay connected to your own thoughts, your own emotions, and react to things in the way that you would, not anybody else. So I hope that these little tips help. Like I said, trust what you get and give what you trust. Just sit there and ask to tap into someone and push out and see what you get and tell them what you got and get the yay or nay, and keep doing it until you figure it out. You'll figure it out. You'll start to know what's true for you, and then what's true for everybody else once you open up. So if you have any questions at all, let me know. I do, have a class sometimes that I offer, which is called Clairs, the Anatomy of Clairs. And the next class starts in September, where each week I'll go through a different Clair, and there's a total of 4. And I really, really like it, because I think, like, if we can understand our faculties and we can understand each one individually and do the prescription for each one and focus on that one for 7 days, by the end of the course, you'll understand when you're receiving something you feel, when you hear it with your inner hearing, when you see, when you know that you want to say. You'll understand what to do with it and how to approach that, instead of just feeling beside yourself. And a lot of times we don't even know we're feeling beside ourselves, and that what we're feeling is not ours. And that's why sometimes you might feel withdrawn, detached, don't want to be in big crowds, don't want to talk to anybody, because it's too much and it's too overwhelming. But give it a try on my YouTube channel, and I think I posted it earlier, how to ground. There's a video on how to ground, and there's another one on my YouTube channel on how to shield. So check those out, and those will really, really help. I hope this was helpful in reference to Clairsentience. This month in this group, the Mediumship Development Support Group on Facebook, this was the topic. So I'm super, super excited to bring this to you, and a lot more before the month ends. So I've put quotes up. We put different things up in reference to this topic, the colors, and I'll post a little bit more of what I've kind of mentioned right now in the group for you guys. If you have any questions about my course, reach out to me. I do one-on-ones if you can't make the day and time of the interactive class. For those of you guys that don't know me, again, my name is Lillian Suarez. I am the founder of this group, and so very, very, very excited and in love with this group. This is how I developed and how I strengthened my abilities to understand and be here today teaching. So don't be afraid. We post pictures sometimes for you guys to practice. Give it a try. Push out. See what you feel. Put your hand right here and just express it. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about you understanding and finding your way of developing and your way of feeling. So bye for now, everybody. Many blessings to you all. Bye.